Clorox Sentiva smells like grapefruit. Cleans like Clorox. And feels like...
Okay, we could be here all day. Try Clorox Sentiva for a trusted clean with long-lasting freshness. Also available in lavender and coconut. Use as directed.
Still getting around to that fix on your car? You got this. On eBay, you'll find millions of parts guaranteed to fit. Doesn't matter if it's a major engine repair or your first time swapping your windshield wipers. eBay has that part you need, ready to click perfectly into place for changes big and small. Loud or quiet, find all the parts you need at prices you'll love. Guaranteed to fit every time. But you already know that. eBay. Things, people, love. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
America's beverage companies are investing in America. We're American companies, making American products with American workers in America's hometowns. We're local bottlers and manufacturers, operating in all 50 states, employing more than 275,000 Americans in good-paying jobs, delivering for the nation, because we believe in the promise of America and the people who make it great. Learn more at wedeliverforamerica.org. Paid for by the American Beverage Association.
What if an appliance emergency didn't have to be? If your appliances need replacing fast, Best Buy has your favorite brands in stock and available now. Learn more at bestbuy.com. Best Buy. Imagine that.
This episode is brought to you by Max. The HBO original comedy special, Gerard Carmichael, Don't Be Gay, is now streaming on Max. Emmy-winning comedian Gerard Carmichael returns to the stage in his boldest special yet, bringing his sharp wit, unfiltered honesty, and the kind of vulnerability that's made his voice truly one of a kind. Don't miss Gerard Carmichael, Don't Be Gay. Now streaming on Max.
Drink it in, man. Loyal, diehard, Detroit Kool-Aid drinkers. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Oakrey coming at you on the Detroit Koolaid Cast. You can find me on the Twitterverse at Derek Oakrey, talking about those Lions, Wolverines, Pistons, Red Wings. Yes, I didn't mention the sport we shall not speak of, but today we've got a Detroit Kool-Aid packet. And there's still so much to talk about the off season. You guys know on the flagship show we're going to start doing the Dollars Make Sense series.
Money, 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 money.
Where we talk all about players, contracts, dollars, out clauses, future of the team, you know, core pieces, all that type of stuff when it comes to their player, the contracts, all that. But today I want to talk about young players that need to take a leap in 2025. Young players that I think can take a leap in 2025. Young players that need to take a leap to keep this team at the top of the pecking order, both in the National Football Conference as well as the NFL. As you know on the pod, we can't mess around. We'll get right into it. This Kool-Aid packet, we keep a little bit shorter, 15, 20-ish minutes. I'm going to hit these guys rapid fire and then get up out of here. But you got to come back on Wednesday to hear the flagship show, Dollars Make Sense, starting off with the interior offensive line and interior defensive line. I can't wait to get into it. First young player that needs to take a leap, that I think will take a leap in 2025, is Terrion Arnold. Terrion Arnold is getting a ton of buzz. From the day we selected this guy, I fell in love with his character, both football character and his just general personality. He comes off as a fun guy, a leader, dedicated to his craft, and he's getting a lot of buzz this offseason. People talking about how he's raring to go. His teammates love him. They look to him now for that leadership and that just, you know, DAWG type mentality. And I see it, man. I really do. People have heard me on this pod sort of rag on him because he played a lot last year, but he didn't make a lot of plays last year, you know. I think I saw when his like PBUs, he had like 7 or somewhere, some number that surprised me. But I was like, I don't remember any big time plays except a knockaway or two throughout the whole season that he made. He was out there a lot. He made a lot of tackles. A lot of them were down the football field. But to play that amount as a rookie is a good sign. In year 2 coming up, it just feels like a guy that, if he can just show that he's CB1-ish, I would assume That's My DJ Reed is going to be CB1. But if Terrion can be such a good CB2 that you feel like he's the future as a lockdown corner, that means so much to this team, both on the field, on the books, that you have a young guy on a rookie contract late in the first round that's just going to be get his hands on the football, make tackles, lead the team, guard up on top players for other teams. That would make a huge difference. So that's what I see from Terrion, is that big step forward. We're like, wow, this guy is really the real deal, and a core piece. Going to be like one of those top 8 type players that you have here for a long time, and you just know what you're getting. You know that he is no doubt a absolute ball player at a premier position, which is cornerback in today's game. So cannot wait to see what Terrion does. I need a few more INTs, a few more maybe getting the ball out, on a strip, either on the outside or maybe blitzing him a little bit more. And I think we will see that. I'm excited. I'm also glad he's out of the 0. I'm not glad that the multi-dimensional, positionless. Wait for it.
Detroit Koolaid listeners, hey, it's your boy at Chops in the D, and I got a question for you. Do you want to make your own podcast? If you do, Spotify's got a platform that lets you make one super easy, and then you can distribute it anywhere, anytime, and even make some money on it. All one place, and guess what? It's free. It's called Spotify for Podcasters, and here's how it works. Spotify for Podcasters lets you record and edit podcasts right from your phone or your computer. So no matter what your setup is like, you can start creating today. Then you can distribute your podcast to Spotify and everywhere else that podcasts are heard. There's video options for podcasts as well available on Spotify. And listen, if you want to take your podcast to the next level beyond that, you can start a conversation with your fans with a Q&A poll that's available as well. With Spotify for Podcasters, you can earn money in a variety of ways, including ads and podcast subscriptions. And best of all, it is totally free. No catches, no gimmicks, free. I highly recommend you give it a try. Download the Spotify for Podcasters app or go to www.spotify.com/podcasters to get started today. Woo! Way!
Elite Weapon is wearing the goose, the number 0, but it is what it is. Terrion's gonna look fresh in his new number. It's gonna be out there balling. I can't wait to see it. Next guy on my list, you guys knew who the next guy was gonna be. Jack Campbell, aka Reward. This belt buckle wearing, no haircut having, weight room loving, tractor driving, deer hunting, son of a gun, needs to ball out. He needs to be feared by other people in the National Football League by the way he lays the boom. He needs to be all over his playbook. He needs to be good in coverage, not just a run-type player. He needs to be right up there with Fabio as, hey, you may be the vet, you may have the green dot, you might be paid again, but I'm the guy here. I can take that any day of the week. I'm the future Chris Spielman of this football team where I'll be beloved. I'm going to make plays. I'm hardworking. I'm nasty. And I'm a damn good football player. And, with Jack Campbell, I see all that. I still kind of forget his size. He's like 6'5", 200 and, what is he? 230, 40, 50 pounds. Like, it's a big dude in the middle of the defense. So you've seen a lot of good things when it comes to, filling on the run game, being a little bit more active, a little more vocal with his teammates. Saw a couple interviews from him this offseason. He felt a little bit more comfortable. He's no nonsense, head down, mumbles, talks about his teammates, loves the game, raring to go, physical specimen. So he just got to be one of those top linebackers. He can't be a ho-hum, middle of the road. He's a good guy, but doesn't make a bunch of plays. This needs to be a big leap for Jack Campbell. I think it can be. And if there is some...
Hank's the family fixer, always with his tool belt. But living with prostate cancer, he needed help. He asked his doctor about Xtandi and enzalutamide. Xtandi 40 milligram tablets treats men with prostate cancer that has spread to other parts of the body and responds to a medical or surgical treatment to lower testosterone. Xtandi may cause serious side effects: seizure, a brain condition called PRESS, allergic reactions, heart disease that can lead to death, falls and bone fractures, swallowing problems, or choking that can lead to death. Stop Xtandi and get medical help at once if your face, tongue, lip, or throat start swelling. Tell your doctor at once if you faint, have a seizure, quickly worsening headache, decreased alertness, confusion, vision problems, chest pain or discomfort, or shortness of breath. Xtandi can cause harm to an unborn baby or miscarriage. Use birth control during and 3 months after Xtandi. Common side effects include muscle and joint pain, feeling unusually tired, hot flashes, constipation, less appetite, diarrhea, high blood pressure, bleeding, falls, fractures, and headache. Talk to your doctor and visit Xtandi.com.
Having trouble hearing in work meetings? Eventually you zone out. You've missed too much to catch up now. Get your confidence back with Nuance Audio.
Don't worry, I just spoke with the sales office, and they assured me the order has already been processed.
The new invisible hearing solution that's built into your glasses. Nuance Audio glasses help you hear better and reduce background noise, so you can tune into your meetings all day long. Learn more at nuanceaudio.com.
When you're separating from the military, no one tells you how hard it can be to get your civilian life up to speed. But with VA benefits, it doesn't have to be. From the VA home loan requiring no down payment, to the GI Bill covering tuition, books, and cost of living, to VA healthcare offering top-ranked, low-cost care designed specifically for veterans. All the support you need is at VA. I'm here telling every veteran because I wish someone had told me. Get what you earned. Visit choose.va.gov.
Not all veterans are eligible for the type or amount of benefits mentioned here.
Hi, I'm Cyndi Lauper. My scalp was covered with psoriasis, which could lead to psoriatic arthritis. But Cosentyx treats both.
Cosentyx secukinumab is prescribed for adults with moderate to severe plaque psoriasis 300 milligram dose and adults with active psoriatic arthritis 150 milligram dose. Don't use if you're allergic to Cosentyx. Before starting, get checked for tuberculosis. An increased risk of infections and lowered ability to fight them may occur, like tuberculosis or other serious bacterial, fungal, or viral infections. Some were fatal. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms like fevers, sweats, chills, muscle aches, or cough, had a vaccine or plan to, or if inflammatory bowel disease symptoms develop or worsen. Serious allergic reactions and severe eczema-like skin reactions may occur. Learn more at Cosentyx.com or 1-844-COSENTYX.
Cosentyx works for me.
Ask your doctor about Cosentyx.
BTW, FYI. Visit Nexplanon.com RN to learn about Nexplanon. It's an adjustable implant, 68 milligrams RadioPublic. Or ask your HCP IRL. Okay, TTYL.
Contract issues with Alex Anzalone. This guy has to be ready to go as the captain in the middle of that defense. There's no other option. So I'm really hoping that he can not only take that step, but if and when we re-sign Anzalone, you got your 1-2 punch in those guys. You got some depth and some guys on the outside. And you got to keep this linebacker core strong. But there is going to be a passing of the torch to Jack Campbell as our guy on defense, number 46. And I think it starts as early as this year, where every week he's all over the football field. He's he's getting after the football. He's blitzing at times. He's making plays sideline to sideline. When he has to cover, he's not lost. He's not looking the wrong way. He's not 3 yards behind his man. He's in the hip pocket. He's doing what he needs to from a coverage standpoint. But his real money comes from killing the run game, getting after the football. He had a nice punch out, I remember last year, which was good. A few nice coverage plays. They blitzed him a bit, kind of as a heavy rusher where he just likes to power rush and get after him, but he can use that speed, find a little bend. Could be a nice option too to blitz from that in or outside type position. So Revord, I need you to ball. I need you to lead. I need you to be physical. I need a big leap. I expect a big leap. I think we'll see a big leap from Jack Campbell. And there's some of you out there going, but that's great. You're just talking about a couple defenders. What about the... I'm about to get to some offensive people right now. And it starts with my guy, Christian Mahogany. Now, you'll be surprised by this take, because I was a big Christian Mahogany guy throughout that draft process. I loved where they got him. He had some mono throat. I don't know what he had going on. They kept him out early in his camp that first season. It was kind of like a mysterious illness. He came back. He played a bit when injuries popped up. Seemed to play well. But this is the surprising part of the take. I think he's getting way too much credit for just being plug and play, no doubt, play either side, 10-year starter. Like, he didn't show that enough to get that type of cred. And people are just acting like, we lost Kevin Zeiler, just throw in Christian Mahogany. He's going to easily play. He's a dominant force. It's like, you like everything about him, especially the nasty dirtbag type mentality he has, but you got to play a couple more years of solid interior offensive line type football before people just start penciling you in every year as this like guy that not only is going to play, but is going to play at this ultimate high type level that people are just assuming. Now, again, this pod is about young players that I think can, and that will take a leap. So I know he's pretty much going to start, and I pretty much know what I'm going to give from him, but I just think people need to calm down a little bit of just seeing this very small sample size at the NFL level. He played a lot of college ball, and he was very good, but wait till he gets a season or so under his belt of that top quality play till you start putting him in the Hall of Fame or acting like he's a no doubt interior Pro Bowler. I think I heard some people saying, it'd be a Pro Bowl season for Mahogany. Based on what? Based on 3 games he was in there last year? I mean, that's a big leap if you ask me, but we're talking about big leaps, and I think this guy needs to take one, and hopefully will, because the interior of our line is all shuffled up. Frank Ragnow retiring. We got Zeitler out. Everyone's saying that Glasgow can't play. We've got Sorsdahl, who's probably going to be working at the bowling alley before you know it. So it's like, yeah, there's a lot of turnover there. So if Christian Mahogany can get in there, really be physical and push the line and help the run game and hold up in pass pro and all that, that's going to be huge. That'd make a big, big difference. So Mahogany, I kind of got him penciled for that left side. I think that Glasgow's going to play center, have Tate Rat on the right side, and have, Miles Frazier debut as a little bit of a...
USAA knows dynamic duos can save the day, like superheroes and sidekicks, or auto and home insurance. With USAA, you can bundle your auto and home and save up to 10%. Visit USAA.com/bundle.
Bundle savings are off total premium, not available in all states or in all situations. To qualify, auto policy must be active prior to property policy issue, subject to change. Restrictions apply. Membership eligibility and product restrictions apply and are subject to change. USAA means United Services Automobile Association and its affiliates, San Antonio, Texas.
Whatever the occasion, effortless elegance is right this way. Because Hilton brings you new ways to stay courtesy of the Nomad London. And it doesn't stop at award-winning dining in a space draped in velvet and illuminated by vintage chandeliers. No, this day goes beyond with unparalleled personalized service and attentive hospitality. Oh, and did we mention the Nomad London can be booked using your Hilton Honors points at Hilton.com? Hilton, for this day.
Is anyone out there?
Another salesperson enduring the endless search. Exhausting. If you want to get right to the right conversations, you need LinkedIn Sales Navigator. Whether you're looking for new leads or strengthening existing relationships at your top accounts, get right to the right conversations with LinkedIn Sales Navigator. Try LinkedIn Sales Navigator now with a free 60-day trial at linkedin.com/trial. That's linkedin.com/trial.
Terms and conditions apply!
Are your business expenses playing hide and seek? With Uber for Business, the small spends that slip through the cracks, like rides and meals, go right where you need them. Because it integrates with leading expense platforms, you can say goodbye to surprise costs, missing dollars, or chasing receipts. Everything's track downable. Uber for Business. Make small steps that make a big impact. Learn more at uber.com/small steps.
After Zoomies at the dog park, it's time for Drive Up at Target. In goes a big bag of kibble and one squeaky chicken toy for the good boy. Drive Up that's ready when you are, only in the Target app. Just tap Target.
Developmental / swing interior player that just needs maybe a little more seasoning, but don't get me wrong. I like Miles Frazier, and I was going to wait on this, but I've kind of been out a little bit, and we didn't get to it, and people are probably waiting on it, so the early nickname for Miles Frazier from me, based on the Rumble in the Jungle, where they were yelling Ali Boombaye, is Miles Boombaye, or just straight up Boombaye. Well, I don't know his number off the top of my head, but I think that was a gimmick back on Detroit radio back in the day. I think it means kill you, or something to that effect. So I think Miles is going to Boombaye a bunch of people this season. I think that nickname could catch on. He's a big, physical, nasty beast. And the Frazier and the fights and the Rumble in the Jungle and the kill, like, it kind of works on a lot of different levels. So there's the nickname you guys have been waiting for. Shout out to Boombaye. I think he's going to be a nasty beast, but I don't think he's penciled in from day one. I could be wrong. We'll see what happens. He's not on my list today. Let's say that. Next guy, we'll rumble through these last few. Get up out of here. Derek, I spelled my name wrong, Barnes. Everybody knows it's got to be the classic D-E-R-E-K, not this Dare with Rick at the end. We all know this. But Derek Barnes got paid by the Lions. And what kind of leap is he going to make? It needs to be substantial, because I've always rooted for Derek Barnes. Physical specimen. But man, those first couple of seasons, he was kind of lost. You didn't see much, in coverage. There was really not a big physical presence in the run-stopping game. He looked lost a lot. Then all of a sudden, he started doing virtual reality or studying his playbook or getting coached up or whatever. He takes this big leap where you're like, man, I really like this player as a linebacker. Like, he's really coming into his own. He looks the part. I absolutely love this. And then he gets hurt. And he's gone for a while, and people forget about him. And then you're like, did the Lions just pay Derek Barnes for 3 seasons at a very good $8, $9, $10 million chunk per year? And they did, because they see this young, physical, great character player that they can get at what is deemed somewhat an NFL bargain. I know at Chops in the D says he hates his contract, doesn't really like this player, blah, blah, blah. But like Derek Barnes to me is an ascending player. You paid him at a nice level where it's not cheapo Charlie, but it's definitely not break the bank. But based on the dollars.
Llegaron los nuevos McCrispy Strips, listos para aventurarse en la mezcla de mayo ketchup, la barbecue que quedó en el fondo de la cajita, hot fudge sundae y en la nueva creamy chili McCrispy Strip dip. Los nuevos McCrispy Strips, ahora en McDonald's. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
This episode is brought to you by Nespresso and Samra Origins by the Weekend Coffee Collection.
Introducing Samra Origins. My collaboration with Nespresso is a connection to my roots, to my mother, Samra. Coffee that hits the right notes. It transports you. Crafted with unique notes and bold, soaring flavors. Experience a taste that moves you. Nespresso and Samra Origins.
Discover more at Nespresso.com.
It's the Smucker's Uncrustables podcast with your host, Uncrustables.
Okay, today's guest is rough around the edges. Please welcome Crust.
Thanks for having me.
Today's topic, he's round with soft pillowy bread.
Hey.
Filled with delicious PB&J.
Are you talking about yourself?
And you can take him anywhere.
Why'd you invite?
And we are out of time.
Are you really cutting me off?
Uncrustables are the best part of the sandwich. Sorry, Crust.
Hey, business owners, we know you know the importance of maximizing every dollar. With the Delta SkyMiles Reserve Business American Express card, you can make your expenses work just as hard as you. From afternoon coffee runs to stocking office supplies and even team dinners, you can earn miles on all your business expenses. Plus, you can earn 110,000 bonus miles for a limited time through July 16th. The Delta SkyMiles Reserve Business Card. If you travel, you know. Minimum spending requirements and terms apply. Offer ends 7/16/25.
Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile. With the price of just about everything going up, we thought we'd bring our prices down. So to help us, we brought in a reverse auctioneer, which is apparently a thing.
Mint Mobile Unlimited Premium Wireless. How to get 30, 30, bit to get 30, bit to get 20, 20, 20, bit to get 20, 20, bit to get 15, 15, 15, 15, just $15 a month? Sold!
Give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3-month plan equivalent to $15 per month required. New customer offer for first 3 months only. Speed slow after 35 gigabytes if network's busy. Taxes and fees extra. See mintmobile.com.
That hopefully will make sense. This guy needs to take a leap, man. This guy needs to be a blitzer. He needs to be a tackling machine. I need to see physicality and leadership and just a sense of domination from number 55, Derek Barnes. So I don't know what he's going to do or what kind of leap he's going to take, but the fact that they paid him the way they did multi-year, they obviously expect him to be a every down-ish player, both, outside, can play the middle, but also can edge rush, whether it be from the linebacker or with his hand down or him standing up in the motorcycle type position from the outside backer / defensive end spot. So I want DB to do all that because Mr. Barnes needs to show up, earn that money, and make plays. So it's TBD if you ask me, but we'll see. I hope he plays well, but damn sure needs to play well with that contract and where he is in his career and the fact that they need him, especially if Fabio continues to hold out, want more money, or if they just say, peace, we'll just move on with Revord and Derek Barnes. So see what they do. This one's going to surprise you a bit because this guy's way off the radar and people forgot about him. He was a big talking point. Now it's like ho-hum, don't even care. And that's Hendon Hooker, the backup quarterback. But okay, he doesn't play. We've got Jared Goff. We don't care. You should care because having a great CB2 is very, very important on any football team. You spent a 3rd-round pick on this guy. He's been learning the playbook. He's got over his injuries. If you get a very good preseason from Hendon Hooker and just know, hey, cool, he's good now. He can run the football. He can throw it. He knows our system. He's exactly what the team is looking for in a backup quarterback from a mental standpoint, as well as being able to go out there and win you football games if there was to be an injury. That is what you need. And I am hoping and praying that H2O can do that because he has the talent and the ability, and I haven't seen it yet, but I'm feeling like a couple years off the injury. He's been dogged all over the place. Every time I see him, though, he's just head down working, great kid. No other injuries really since, so nothing really to worry about on that front. Why can't he be a great backup behind Jared Goff? I think he can be. I think he will be. And I think Hendon Hooker, a.k.a. H2O, is going to get his opportunities in the preseason and could be needed in this season to win us one, if not multiple games. And I think he's going to step up to the plate and do just that. I really do. Based on his talent, the way he can throw the football, his ability to run the football, and just the kind of person he is. I think he's the type of person that has that leadership mentality and the skills and the tools to play if needed. He hasn't been needed to play. He hasn't played. When he has, it hasn't been terrible. I mean, right, Charles?
That's terrible.
No, I don't agree, Charles. It hasn't been terrible. He's been okay in a limited sample size. In a bigger sample size, I think you'd see a lot more from this player. Will he get it? We'll see. Will he be needed? TBD. But if so, I think this guy can ball. I really do. The last two guys on my list are two interior defensive players, going back to the defensive side of the ball. And that's Levi Onwuzurike, a.k.a. Big Denim. And Big Denim has been a guy that we didn't really know when they drafted him. Brad Holmes had to have him, came in, hurt all over the place, figured he's going to be in the old folk home instead of back on the football field. He got multiple back surgeries. He came back. He was okay. People will tell you, oh, look at the PFF stats. He was great. I mean, I look with my eyes when I watch the game, and he was aight. He was okay. He was decent. I didn't see many big-time rushes, big-time plays, but he was out there, which was a step forward. I think the last couple of weeks, I think he gave his number, wasn't he? He went from like some goofy 70 number to 91, I think, and then he gave 91 to Tyleik Williams. So I don't know which number Big Denim is wearing these days, but obviously he doesn't seem to care.
PMS, pregnancy, menopause. Being a woman is a lot. Ollie supports you and yours with expert solutions for every age and life stage. They just launched 2 new products exclusively at Walmart. Period Hero combats bloat, mood swings, and more during PMS. And Balance Perimeno to support hormonal balance, mood, and metabolism during perimenopause. Grab yours at Ollie.com.
Ollie!
These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
At the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event, get deals so right, it almost feels wrong. Now's the best time to get that Hyundai you've always wanted. Plus, every new Hyundai comes with America's best warranty and 3 years or 36,000 miles of limited complimentary maintenance. Don't think you can get away with all that? Think again. The Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Visit your local Hyundai dealer today. It's a great day for a new Hyundai.
This episode is brought to you by GMC. GMC certified service technicians are factory trained to fit your vehicle with the tires specifically developed for it. And with our tire price match guarantee, you get the best fit for the best deal. Let us do the work. Available on select eligible tire brands at participating dealers only. Offer ends 12/31/2025. Terms apply. See dealer for complete details. Visit gmc.com/service to learn more.
This episode is brought to you by PetSmart. Stop by for Yappy Hour with your pet at PetSmart. Save $5 on walk-in grooming services like nail trims, ear cleaning, brushing, and more. No appointment needed every weekday from 2 to 6 p.m. And while you're there, Yappy Hour includes exclusive in-store deals like 25% off pet toys. Visit services.petsmart.com/grooming to learn more.
This episode is brought to you by LifeLock. Between two-factor authentication, strong passwords, and a VPN, you try to be in control of how your info is protected. But many other places also have it, and they might not be as careful. That's why LifeLock monitors hundreds of millions of data points a second for threats. If your identity is stolen, they'll fix it, guaranteed, or your money back. Save up to 40% your first year. Visit lifelock.com/podcast for 40% off. Terms apply.
I care about Big Denim and his number and his play because this guy was a high second-round selection. He's a big physical monster. He has power rush ability. He should be able to have some of those arm over, swim type moves, get after the quarterback. We just haven't seen it. This guy took a nothing deal to come back to Detroit, assuming he did that so he can get stats, be out there and make a bunch of plays, and then either get a big deal. Probably not from the Lions, but from somewhere else. But I think this year, because it's a 1 year prove it, that we just have to expect a big leap. We need a big leap. We should expect a big leap from Big Denim. Both getting after the quarterback, stopping the run, being out there a lot, being a good teammate. And that's what he needs to be. We're just tired of waiting. We're happy to have him back, but this guy needs to take a leap. And I think he can and possibly will in 2025. And the other guy to end out this Kool-Aid packet is my boy, Josh Pascal. Did I want Josh Pascal necessarily in that draft? No. Did I fall in love with him right after I read up on him? He beat cancer. Great dude. Physical presence. Nasty mentality. Yes. Have I been frustrated with Josh Pascal because it took him in multiple deep dynasty IDP leagues at great value, and he just kind of is ho-hum every week. A few times he'll flash, he'll rush hard, he'll get after the, run the football silence, but like, where's the pass rush? This guy's an interior player, but he's been playing a lot more outside on the edge, and he just doesn't get after the quarterback. There's not enough physicality. There isn't this sense of he doesn't have twitch. He's more of a power player. That's why I put him more inside. Maybe he'll be able to play more inside if Davenport can actually do what everybody says he's going to do, which is act like he's this all-time all-pro guy. It's like, it's Marcus Davenport, right? But if he can do some things on the outside, maybe Pascal and Levi and DJ and Tylee can all dominate inside. But Josh Pascal, I don't have it in front of me, but I think this is his last year on his deal. I don't see the Lions really ponying up to keep him around. If he has a good year, they could consider getting him in that mid-market type deal if he loves it in Detroit and wants to stay. But he's really going to have to play good ball to, get that free agent deal that I know he's expecting from somewhere. And he's just underperformed as a second-round selection as well. Just, hey, he's been hurt. Sometimes he's out there. He's decent, but definitely not the impact that you're looking for. So those are like my 6, 7-ish type young cats that need to come on, need to take a big leap. I think they'll take a big leap. I hope they will take a big step forward in 2025. That's your Monday morning Detroit Koolaid packet. I'll catch you Wednesday for that flagship. Everybody take care. Hope you had a great Father's Day. Good weekend. Catch you next time, everybody. I'm out.
Cornbread! Cornbread!